And when I first started learning how to solve a 4x4, uh, getting these three up top on the yellow side, paired edges, and three paired edges on the bottom, on the white side. It doesn't have to be the white and the yellow, but I'm just saying whatever side you choose as the top and the bottom. When you start to get these spaces loaded up, you begin to get a little anxious, like I'm running out of places to store paired edges where they'll be safe. Um, that's not actually a problem. Let me show you how you can get space to get two more paired edges, because we've left this front face so it can turn. There's four unpaired edges there, so we can turn this. What you can do is just do a 90-degree twist on the back pair, and now you've got space for another storage spot for pairing an edge back here on the back and also on the back and the bottom. And these two in the back that are now on the sides, yes, those are going to come apart when you're moving the lower hemisphere back and forth, but as they come apart, they'll go back together because we're really just going to be doing this and this or this and this. So you don't have to worry too much about these two, and those two are getting us two more slots that we can use, one on top and one on the bottom. So let me speed up and find two more to pair. Alright, now, this just happened to work out perfectly. I was trying to find another edge pair to put in the back up here, and another edge pair to put in the back on the bottom down here, and I did that, and in so doing, I just accidentally solved a third one at the same time, which is actually what you're trying to do. I would usually, if you solve the top in the back and the bottom in the back, you will get yourself to a point where you have just four unsolved edge pairs around the front face, and then the goal is to try to solve one without solving the other three. I just accidentally solved one without solving the other three at the same time that I was trying to solve two more in the back. So this is the stage that you want to get towards, if at all possible, where you just have three unsolved edge pairs in the front. When you get just two, that can be problematic. And when you get four, then you try to solve one without solving the other three so that you can get to this, because this is the optimal striking zone where you have three, and you can see which three are paired. This green white is this green white, they go together. This yellow red goes with this yellow red, they go together. And then this green red, this has to be the other green red, and it is the other green red. So this is just the perfect situation for completing phase two. We have three unsolved pairs. If your three unsolved pairs are not lined up so that any of them are ready to be paired up, in this case, we do have two that are ready to be paired up. This green white is ready to go over and join this green white. They're already lined up perfect. But if you don't have a pair that's ready to be paired together, then you're going to need to move these three around to get one into position to get ready to receive the pairing. And then the only other thing you need to do is you need to look at what is going to get pushed out with this pairing, and then you need to line up what's getting pushed out with its pair so that when it comes back, they'll be paired, and then all of your edge pairs, all of them will be done. So this is a green-white that we're ready to pair up with this green-white. And when we move this lower hemisphere over, we're going to push something out. What are we going to push out? We're going to push out a yellow-red, and this yellow-red has this yellow facing towards the front. So where do we have a yellow-red? We have a yellow-red up here, and if we put this yellow-red with this yellow facing towards the front, so that's just like a move to the side over here and a move down to get that yellow facing towards the front. If we move that yellow-red over to here, when this yellow-red comes back, then automatically there's going to be nothing else left except for whatever is the very last unmatched thing. In this case, it's red-green. This red-green is going to be down here, and it's going to have nowhere else to go but be matched up with the very last unmatched thing. And that is how we are going to get into a position of having all of our edges paired up. So we have 3 unpaired edges. Let's move this green-white over to here. Let's take this green-white out of here and replace it with this, with whatever pair has this yellow-red in it, and put this yellow-red with the yellow facing up. So let's get rid of this, move this over and back down the way we said we were going to, in such a way that this yellow-red has this yellow facing up. Since the lower hemisphere got moved over to the left in order to pair the green-white pair, we are going to have to move the lower hemisphere back to the right to get all of our centers lined up again. And when we move that lower hemisphere back to the right, this is the very last unmatched thing, and it is going to match up with this unmatched thing. And if you want to look going around, you can see how that's going to work. This yellow center, this orange center is going with this orange center, blue center with this blue, red with this red, and the green with this green. And the same is also true for all of these edge pieces. This red yellow is going to get pushed to this red yellow. This red green is going to get pushed to this red green. This green orange is going to get pushed to this green orange, and this yellow green, I already said that. All right, so there we go. When we bring this back to the right, we now have completed phase 2. All of our edges are paired up all around the cube. Everywhere you look, all the edges are paired, and all of our centers are paired. Hopefully, phase 3 would be just a smooth phase 3 where you can just solve this like a normal Rubik's Cube. You would just treat the 2 in the middle as though it were 1, and you would just solve it as a normal Rubik's Cube. The only thing that can get in our way is one of the 2 parities, which is that we will have an edge flipped around the wrong way, or we will have 2 corners flipped around the wrong way. And so in phase 3, if we come into one of those problems, we have to do a little bit extra. But otherwise, for phase 2, that looks good. All right. Yeah, if you have questions, 4x4 is kind of complicated. I'm sure there's things that, situations that you can encounter during phase 2, which I didn't encounter during this particular solve. So if you just let me know what you were trying to do and what didn't work out as shown here, I can make more videos. Always can make more videos for the 4x4 here. But yes, thank you for watching. All right, my name is Alex. This is Cube Puzzle Fun, and that was phase 2, how you get all of your edges paired. Phase 1 was how you get all your centers solved. We are very close to solving this 4x4. And if you know a lot about solving a 3x3, you might just be able to just go get it. But if not, check out our phase 3 video. Peace. Enjoy. Have fun.